Hey kids, I am back with another recipe to share with you today. So last week we made some pizza egg bites, and so I decided, what can I do with my leftover pepperoni? So I chopped it up, I quartered it, so I put the little circles and I cut them in half both directions and gave me little quarters. Amazing. Okay, so I did that, and then because it's Friday night, I don't want to cook. I mean, really, who wants to cook after working all week, right? So this is a fun, quick little dinner that you can make with your family. Everyone will love it, and there's no right or wrong way to make it. So you can make it with whatever you have in your fridge. So my leftover pepperoni. I also have I took one cucumber, and I did the same thing. I quartered it. So first I cut it into circles, and then I quartered it. I diced half of an onion. Now, because the onions are gonna be raw this time, if you wanna leave those onions out, absolutely. Because I know not everybody likes onions. And then I have a bowl of shredded lettuce, and I'm sorry, that's not lettuce. That is shredded cabbage and shredded carrots. And let's be real, Mrs. Staters made that part for me. So I just grabbed some shredded, I almost said it again, shredded cabbage and shredded carrots. And again, I used the rest of my pepperoni. I also have my favorite balsamic vinaigrette, and that is by Newman's, but feel free to use whatever dressing you want. You could also add things like feta cheese. You could add regular cheddar cheese into little cubes. You could add cilantro, tomatoes. You can just add so many different things to this. But I'm just gonna go with what I've got. And then I am gonna use 2 boxes of this pasta, but it's not really pasta. Notice it says shells made from chickpeas. So I have fooled quite a few people thinking this was real pasta. So I fooled my family, I fooled the entire 4th grade team and Miss Michelle in the front office. I made them pasta salad for lunch one day, and they were like, this is so good, what's your secret? This is my secret. It's full of protein and doesn't have some of the, yucky carbs. I don't want to eat them. So I got my pot of water boiling on the stove with some salt in the water. I've done my mise en place, which means I got everything prepared and ready to be put together. So let's go check and make sure the water is boiling. All right, so my water is boiling. I'm gonna tell you a little trick on how I get my water to boil faster. I put a lid on it. That's right, I put a lid on it. So now it is boiling like crazy. So I'm gonna grab my pasta. And I didn't mise en place very well. I didn't have my boxes open and ready. So let's pop those open. And you will notice that I have my cooking buddy with me. There he is. Baxter, are you waiting? Oh, and there goes Chewy. As soon as they start smelling the food, they're gonna be over here. They left me. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I'm gonna dump these in. Now, because this is not typical pasta, it is chickpeas, you do need to stir it right away. And then what's gonna happen is it might get a little foamy, so you need to watch and make sure that it doesn't boil over. So I'm gonna keep the lid off, I'm gonna keep it on high, and I'm gonna cook it for about 10 minutes. I'm checking the time, and in 10 minutes, I will be back. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch our pasta boil. Okay, so the pasta is cooked, and I've run it under cold water because you don't want to have it hot when you're adding in your cold veggies, because then it's just gonna taste funny. So make sure you drain it. You rinse it really well with some cold water, let it cool off so it doesn't make the temperature all funky. Okay, and then while we are waiting for it to cool off just another second, so the difference between using chickpea pasta and using regular pasta, you can absolutely use regular pasta. I just prefer the chickpea pasta because it's made from chickpeas, which is a very good, it comes from the bean family, which means it's made of complex carbs. So it's not made of simple carbs like regular pasta. And if you remember from our sugar video, simple carbs are only 2 sugar molecules. So it's gonna spike your blood sugar and it's gonna burn through your body really, really quickly. And so that can lead to a number of health problems later in life. So I like to use the chickpea pasta because it is a 14 molecule carbohydrate, which takes your body a lot longer to burn it off, and it's not gonna spike that blood sugar. So it's gonna keep you fuller longer. So, okay, so now that you know all that, because you really needed to know. Anyway, so I'm gonna take my pasta and let me pause this real quick so I can get a better camera angle. Hold 1 second. All right, so I've got my pasta. I'm going to first put in my pepperoni, and I like a lot of pepperoni. And here's the deal, that package of pepperoni, the whole package is only 5 servings. So if you think about it, I am making enough for about 5 people. So I'm only getting 1 serving of the pepperoni. And remember, we talked about that as being a processed food, and you want to limit those as much as possible in your diet. But once in a while isn't bad. I'm gonna sprinkle in some cucumber. Okay, I think I can go with all the cucumber because we love cucumber. Okay, another one that goes really good with this, I will actually put it on the slide, is I will tell you some of the other combinations I've used in this dish. I'm gonna go ahead and put some carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some cabbage. Okay, I'm gonna mix all that up. Now notice I didn't use all of my lettuce and cabbage. I don't think you really need a whole lot of cabbage personally. And again, you can leave out anything that you don't like. For example, the onions. My family says I love onions way too much. So, but I don't care because I love them. I love onions. Onions are the best. And I'm gonna go ahead, once I get that all mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and throw just a little bit of salt on there.
Guess who just got it? I got photos of the moon.
My daughter's taking pictures of the moon,
Yes,
and she needed to come in and tell me that right now, right in the middle of our pasta making. So I'm gonna throw in some pepper. She is a great photographer, by the way.
Oh my gosh, it turned out so well. Do you see this?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's like NASA quality. Wow.
Do you see this? And this? And this? And like, and that's Baxter.
And then Baxter?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw just a little bit of dressing on there, just because I don't want my pasta to stick. And then as you serve it, you can obviously add more dressing. But again, you play with it. I want to see what you guys can come up with as a pasta dish. You don't have to follow mine exactly. So I will give you some suggestions on our slides. But again, I want you to kind of go with it, make it your own, and be creative with it. And let me know what you think of it. Because again, this is one of the easiest dinners to make. I think I had everything while my water was boiling and while your noodles are cooking. You can prep your veggies and you could be eating within 10-15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And we will chat with you next time while I think of another recipe. I wonder what's gonna be next. Oh, if you have an idea, shoot me an idea and I will find you a healthy version of your favorite snack or your favorite meal or your favorite dessert. And between Gwen and I and Baxter.
Yes, and they just need to see this.
We will.
Quick. They need to see the photo.
And there's
Hold on, I don't know.
her photo of the moon. You can't see it. I will post it in the slides for you so you can see her moon. She's very excited about it.
I am. It's really good.
Okay, so the moon, carbs, pasta. All right, guys, enjoy. Have fun.